And we are live, ladies. Hello, hello, and welcome to Topic Tuesday. Let's talk about it Tuesday. I'm very excited. I have Miss Amanda Bryant here with us from AB Career Match, and she's going to drop some nuggets for us, y'all, with the whole career search thing, the tips, nuggets, all of that. But I won't continue talking. I'll let her go ahead and introduce herself, tell y'all who she is, what she do, things like that.
All right. Thank you so much, Latasha, for having me on here today. This is one of my favorite subjects, especially being that I was a single mother myself, out there looking for a job and starting a business and things like that. So thank you so much for having me on today. And so I am Amanda Bryant, and I'm a professional career coach and resume writer. And so, what it is that I do is I show career professionals how to find new high paying jobs that pay anywhere between $100,000 and $400,000 per year, anywhere from interview coaching all the way up into salary negotiations, so showing you how to negotiate your salary. And so, I am happy to be on here today.
Yeah, thank you again so much for agreeing to come on and give us share your wisdom and your knowledge with us. So we'll go ahead and get right into it. You said you were a single mother yourself. So most single mothers, they're in dead end jobs. They see no future, but they need the money. But I was listening to you and I heard you say, don't work to earn, but work to learn. So, how can she switch her perspective while she's pursuing a better job?
Yeah, so that's a really good question. And so, one of the techniques that I share with the career professionals is to pursue professional organizations and certifications and things like that. A lot of times we miss the people that are already around us as far as what the next step should be. And so the first thing you want to do when to begin to switch your perspective is you want to get 100% clear on what that next step is for yourself. And so I actually just wrapped up a LinkedIn workshop, and I had someone jump on there to talk about actually gaining clarity in your job search. And so that's one of the first things that you want to do is figure out what it is that you really want to do first before you even think about writing a resume, updating your LinkedIn profile, connecting with the recruiter or anything like that. So make sure that you gain clarity first before you actually do move forwards. And that could be through a number of ways. The first way could be thinking about what does your family and friends say that you can actually do. I get some career professionals that come to me from time to time that are actually really good at writing their resume. And so several have went on to start resume writing businesses and things like that. So think about what it is that your family is already seeing that you can do, and also take a look at some of the things that you're already doing that come easy to you. And so for me, it was helping people and guiding them and inspiring them to do the things that they really love, finding jobs that they really want to be in. So that could be one way that they can, one thing that they can do to actually help them shift their perspective.
And that's good. That was actually my next question. How can she gain clarity on what type of career she wants? But you kind of touched on that, and I love it when you said you have to find what you like to do. I think as single moms, sometimes the money can be so tight. We're stuck in these dead end jobs. So we forget what we like to do because we're so busy focusing on making money. So that's definitely important. I'm glad you touched on that, finding clarity on what you like to do. And again, I like that phrase you used, work to learn, not work to earn. It could be hard, but um, in my opinion, I think that will push us forward towards where we're trying to go. So my next question is life isn't perfect, and sometimes um many times single moms didn't get a college education. So what tips can you give her to begin the journey of finding employment to earn more money? Because I know that you're skilled in helping, people get high paying jobs. So is there any tips that you can give her if she don't have a college education on how to begin that journey?
My highest salaried clients don't even have a college degree. And so if you don't have a college degree right now, one of the things that you can do is you can start out by first gaining clarity. But after you gain clarity, let's say, for example, you want a position in human resources or even healthcare. What you can do is you can join these large professional organizations and get guidance from them and earn that certification from them. So just so that you can add that keyword or that skill to your resume and actually give you an opportunity to get an actual job interview. And so then that next step would be to make sure that you are polished as far as like interviewing is concerned as well. Make sure that you practicing in front of the mirror, make sure that you're confident. But to go back to the question, you want to make sure that you get in front of the right people. All employers really care about, what they really care about is the problem that you can solve for them right now. That's where the money comes from. And that's where the quote comes from, you actually going to learn and not to make money. Because a lot of the times you'll see these pay ranges posted on Glassdoor and things like that. And our clients come back and say that they actually got more than what they expected. That's because they approach the job search from a different perspective. The money, it's going to come, regardless. So you want to focus on learning so that you can grow, so that you can continue to grow in your career.
That's good. I think when approaching the jobs, don't be desperate, be confident. I had to learn that myself, especially moving here to Texas. I had to be confident when I approached these job seekers and not appear as desperate because they will use that to their advantage. So I see you have a lot of books back there. Do you have any? This is kind of off topic, but would you recommend a specific book for a single mother to read on confidence, how to approach the employers with confidence and not as
Um,
if they need the job?
that's a really good question. I don't. These are some of like my top favorites, like Think and Grow Rich, and I have a lot of books on like finance and things like that. And so once you get your finances in order, I know that that can help you be more confident too. But um, nothing specifically when it comes to gaining confidence. That's a really good question.
Okay, I just thought I'd ask.
Yeah.
All right, so we gonna get into the nitty gritty. I've been following you. I've been watching the content you post in your group, AB Career Match, and I see that you post a lot of resume tips. So could you give us some resume tips, some tips on tweaking our resume so that we can land a job that we really want, we can thrive and grow in?
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the main things that I really love to do is to write a good resume. And so I would be happy as well to share with anyone that's watching or that's watching the replay, like what an ATS compliant resume template actually does look like. But for a single mom, the biggest challenge that single moms face when it comes to their resume is going to be like having a gap in their employment history and also knowing what their accomplishments are. And so what we use is a top heavy resume. And right at the top of the resume, it just includes the executive summary, the significant accomplishments, and then also the key skills that you can bring to the table. For a single mom, if she's not working right now, then you want to focus on those transferable skills, those skills that are transferred over into any industry. And so customer service, being able to be a mentor. And so as moms, we're mentors, to our children and things like that. So you want to really focus on those skills that transfer over to a brand new industry.
Okay, that's good. And when you said mentor, what critical thinker,
Right.
all types of skills that we have as single moms can go on a resume. And I didn't know that until recently either. I was always looking for the skills that I had from previous jobs, not thinking about everyday skills that I use could also be applied to a resume. That's
Yeah,
good.
yeah. And to piggyback off of that, you can actually go to um, Google and just type in transferable skills, and then pick out the ones that actually apply to you. And then you can also go back to Google in that industry and type in resume keywords, and then let's say healthcare, for example, and then you get a list of keywords there that you can plug into your resume as well.
Okay, that's good. Thank you so much for that tip. I know you said we kind of touched on interview tips earlier. You said, to be confident. Any other tips you think we'll need as single moms when searching for that job, that
That's
perfect? I know it's not gonna be a perfect job, but when searching for that job of our dreams.
Yeah, yeah. So I like to start with the resume itself. Once you start with the actual resume itself, and throughout that resume writing process, you know what your accomplishments are. And so once you get to your job interview, your resume actually is already going to speak for you. And so once you get to the job interview, you already have a sense of confidence as far as what you can bring to the table and also what you can do. So once you get to the job interview, you want to make sure that you practice behavioral interview questions. Tell me about yourself. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? And how do you plan on, what do you plan to do, within the first 30 days of employment and things like that? And already have like a tailored answer to that question based on what you see on that company's website, based on what you've already talked to that recruiter hire manager about previously. And so to piggyback off like confidence and things like that, you want to start with your resume, and I'll also know what your top accomplishments are before you even get to that job interview step.
Okay, yeah, that's good. I love that. Those questions can have you sitting there like, but it's like the same questions. They ask every job asks the same questions really. Those
Right.
behavioral questions that you call them, they really ask the same questions. So like you said, it's kind of good to already have a answer to those questions that you know they're going to ask. So, let's say we have some single moms here, and they're like, "Girl, I hear you, but this whole resume thing, this whole interview thing, I need some help with it. What can you tell them how you can help them, or how they can contact you, reach out to you to get assistance with that?"
Yeah, so I have a private community here on Facebook, and it's resume cover letter high pan jobs. Or you can visit us on the website at abcareermatch.com and book a free strategy session. The strategy session will last between 30 minutes to an hour, and what I do is I help you put together a step-by-step process that you can follow in order for you to get to that next step, or to into a high paying job. And then also, if you're interested in joining the program, I'll give you information about the program as well.
Okay, I just added that to the comments. So on YouTube and Facebook, if you want that website, it is linked in the comments. You said abcareermatch.com.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Okay, and it's before we end. I know that this was kind of short, but it's you touched on everything we needed to hear, short and simple. Is there anything else you wanted to touch on that we did not go over?
No, if they have any questions, they can reach out to me at any given time. I know, like you said, it was kind of short, but I know that people too, with their resume, they might have like specific questions about what they should do, like in a certain thing. That maybe they've been in a job for the past 20 years and want to know if they need to remove some information from it, or just various different situations. Like they have like gaps in their employment history in different areas and want to know how to streamline that information, let me know. And I will be happy to help.
Okay. And I think what your group, your private Facebook community is AB Career Match also, right?
It's actually called Resume Cover Letter High Paying Jobs.
Okay. Let me resume cover letter high paying jobs. Okay. So that's also in the comments on YouTube and Facebook if you ladies need it. So if you ladies have any questions, those of you who are watching live, you can type them in the comments for Miss Amanda while she's here. And those of you who's going to watch the replay, her information is in the comments. Sandy said it was very informative, so thank you. And while we're waiting to see if anyone have any questions, Miss Amanda, could you leave them with an encouraging word based on, the information that based on their job search, based on their career, based on, just being single mothers looking for a better career? Could you leave them with an encouraging word?
Yeah, so one of the main things I want to leave you with today is that you already have the difference between single moms and someone else that's searching for a job, or a guy that's searching for a job. For example, we already have our why. We have someone that we have to do this for. And a lot of people don't have that, and you have that to piggyback on, and use that as a way to motivate you to keep pushing forwards, even if you do receive that rejection email, or get turned down for a job or something like that. Just keep pushing forwards.
Right. Thank you so much, Miss Amanda. Again, this is Amanda Bryant from AB Career Match. Her information is in the comments. If you're on live, if you're going to watch the replay, reach out to her if you need her, lady. She's very knowledgeable in this area. I'm in her group. I'm always in there watching what she posts, the nuggets that she shares. So she's definitely knowledgeable in this area. So if you need assistance, don't hesitate to reach out to her. So again, Amanda, thank you so much again for sharing your knowledge with us, dedicating your time to us, and hopefully we'll talk to you again soon.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much for having me on today.
You're welcome. Talk later.
All right.